Okay, is it working this way? I should have 2 live streams active. If I didn't mess this up. Why do you still say upcoming now? Maybe he just hasn't had enough time to populate. Okay, both should be live. Hopefully. Both should in fact be live. Okay. All right, boom, 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 boom. We should be live. We should be baking. Should be baking, should be shaking. We should be golden. If this web page will load, that'd be sensational. That would be so sensational. That would be so sensational. I don't know why it's taking. Oh, okay. Boom. We're in. Okay. Let me make sure on the short stream. Can I do it to where this is gonna look so chopped? Kind of like. Can I make it stretch? No. Zoom out. It's just gonna look bad. It's just gonna look bad on mobile. I'm so sorry. All right. But it's time. We gonna go ahead. Let's get these votes in. We voting. We are voting. Call me Obama the way we gonna vote. Hopefully this does not post compromising information. Whatever. Okay. Start voting. Okay. Okay, let's get into this. Can I make this look better on mobile? Cause I feel like there's nothing I can really do. Dude, that looks so bad though. I can't get this to work. I'm so sorry. If anybody's watching this on the shorts, I'm so sorry for your loss, brother. But let's get into this game of the year. This is probably, I think, one of the more boring lineups, and I don't think it's that ridiculous to say that straight up. I don't know if it's indicative because this year of gaming has been kind of trash in the mainstream sense, but also I feel like there is quite a number of safe picks. But I think this is probably the first time where we've had legitimately 3 indie games up here, even if I think Expedition 33 should not be up here in the context of it being an indie game, because it's, as far as I understand, they got government funding. This is a Frenchian game, like no bit, like unironically. Let me move the webcam. Hold on. Cause y'all can't see. Boom, that's better. So Expedition 33 being portrayed as an indie game to me doesn't make a lick of sense. But if we include that, that means this is probably the first Game Awards in a long time, or probably ever, where there's legitimately 3 indie games up for Game of the Year. And that's cool and all. But let's get into the main meat and potatoes. First and foremost, I'm gonna go with two picks. My main pick, and the one that I genuinely believe is the one that should win, and also the one I think is gonna win. So with all that being said, out of all these games I played here, this might be a little bit controversial, a little bit safe. I think DK Bonanza is easily far and away my personal favorite from the year. I don't think it's quite ridiculous to say that straight up. But we'll double up. The boy who likes boy with you. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but what's up? What's up, twin? What's up? We in here voting. We in here committing acts of voter fraud. We are in here committing acts of voter fraud today. Best game direction. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Okay. We got to make sure we read this, because what I've noticed is people don't like to read. They don't like to read. They don't like to write. And when I take all that into consideration, let's look at our nominees. Okay. Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, Split Fiction. Now, straight up, this might be a controversial take, depending on who receives this video. Whoever stumbles upon this, get Expedition 33 off this list. I've seen so many people act like Expedition 33 has completely shaped and altered and changed the way that we as people who play video games interact with media. That's not me saying the game is bad. Hold on. Don't up your poll at me yet. I don't think the game is bad. I think the game is great even, but I don't think that this is the great, turn of innovation that people have been praising it as. In my personal opinion, because this all comes down to opinion. After all, we know from what I remember, the actual votes only count for 10%, and the general consensus comes from like a panel of judges. So for all I know, this don't even matter. To answer that, yes. What's up, TL Flux? Death Stranding 2, and then part of the conversation of why I don't like talking about the Game Awards. Or not that I don't like talking about the Game Awards, but I feel like people aren't willing to come to terms with and articulate is the fact that this is an opinionated, like hip hop. Or not even hip hop, just music. It's an opinionated sport. 1, 2. Oh, what's up, Hero 99? 999. I'm gonna be honest. I fear that Crossworlds won't win, and Sonic will just be forever stuck in Mario's shadow. If you know what I mean. We'll get there. We'll get there when we do. Because trust me, out of all the lineups, I think Sonic deadass got let me chill. I think Sonic Racing Crossworlds is legitimately, in a lot of aspects, a game I prefer over Mario Kart World. Matter of fact, let's jump to that category while we're here. Let's jump to that category, because I know we got some thoughts and opinions in here. Is best sports and racing we'll go family first. And then hopefully we can all like same page agree to something, No, the Game Awards just hate Sonic and Jump. I wouldn't say that much. Hold on. I think it is fair to, can I not skip? I have to vote my way there? They make me pick? Oh my, wait, never mind. I just wanted to work. Jeff Keighley, fix your website. Jeff Keighley, fix your website. What are we doing? Our chat's doubled? I am so sorry. I do not know how to fix that. I just realized that. I'm not even gonna worry about that. Okay. Best family game. Straight up, you could tell in this section, Jeff and his team, they will, when you get a bag from McDonald's, you get a bag of fries, and in that bag, you notice that the fry cup spilled a little bit over. So you scrounging around for the bottom of the bag with the fries in it. That's what it feels like. Cause why is there 2 Lego games? Can anybody in chat right now? I will personally cash app you $20 if you could bring me a physical copy of Lego Party or Lego Voyagers. Who bought this game? Who bought this game? Who bought this game? I don't think anybody knows who the hell Lego Voyagers is or Lego Party. Can somebody in chat explain this to me? Do y'all know anybody who bought any of these two games? I'm not sure if Sonic Racing Crossroads can compete with DK Bonanza, but the fact that people are saying it's better than Mario Kart is saying something. Exactly. As a Sonic soldier myself, I have to admit, for like the last 10 years, the Game Awards have been active, right? So 10 years ago is 2015, throwing us into the Sonic Boom era. And I think genuinely, do I look okay? Do I need to like put my ring light on? I know I'm black. let me dig up my ring light. Hold on. So I feel like it's hard to see me. Is this better? Is this better? Let me know. That way y'all can see me get expressive and emotive. But in the last 10 years, I don't think there was a Sonic game worth nominating. I'm gonna be so honest. Frontiers is the closest pick. But y'all gotta remember, Frontier launched in a year with packed heavy hitters. If I remember correctly, that was Elden Ring year. That was Xenoblade, God of War, Ragnar Slop. That was a packed year. That was straight up a packed year. So I wasn't mad that Frontiers didn't get nominated. Shadow Gens also, I'm not shocked. So in the last 10 years of Sonic, we've had probably two legitimate games that I feel you could have a conversation about getting nominated. And with Crossroads, the fact that it's even in here is sensational. I feel like that's a W on its own. If I'm Sega, I'm happy that we're even here. Now, if we get into the real nitty gritty of this, right? Best family game. We're taking Split Fiction out the picture. I'm sorry. We throwing this game to the side. What did Hero say? Also, is DK Bonanza even? Is it in the multiplayer section? Am I tripping? Best multiplayer? I don't think so. I've been yapping for a second. I'm so sorry. No, it's not. It's Arc Raiders. It's Arc Raiders. We'll get there. Let's go back. Cause I'm gonna give my honest pick. Like no biasry. Biasry. That's a crazy word that doesn't exist. Where's Best Family? Okay, cool. So if the web page would load, that'd be great, Jeff. But I think in my mind, in my heart of hearts, I didn't want to pick on this category. We gonna get to this one. We'll get to this one. I don't know why the web page doesn't want to function. Is stream okay? Can somebody confirm if stream is okay? Cause I don't know. I don't know if y'all seeing what I'm seeing. Cause I don't know how we got here. Am I stupid? Dude, why are we back in multiplayer? This might be the first year. I think this site is legitimately broken. It could just be from everybody voting, but like, I don't understand why the site is this broken, Jeff. What are we doing? Well, Jeff, what are we doing? Jeff, come on, man. Jeff, come on. But in my heart of hearts, I feel like if you know ball, DK Bonanza getting nominated, I feel like is strictly because of how well it reviewed. And I think what's gonna happen, because we've seen this so many times, Expedition 33 has the opportunity to sweep everything, or it's gonna lose in several major categories, but snatch Game of the Year. I feel like that's the method. That's what's gonna happen. Expedition 33 is gonna sweep. It's either sweeping everything and losing Game of the Year, or it's losing in several major categories and winning Game of the Year. Either or. So DK Bonanza, even though that's my personal Game of the Year, just out of what was offered, I don't think it's winning. So that takes us to Best Family, and I think even if I would make the argument just because it's a platformer, I don't think that like I don't think DK Bonanza, in my opinion, is deserving to win Best Family Game, simply because I don't think it's like co-op experience is that good. You get what I'm saying? DK Bananas, like I played a little bit of it using the Nintendo Switch 2's game chat feature. If I was like the little bro holding the controller, I'd be mad playing that game because it has the same issue with Odyssey where the split screen / co-op sucks. It sucks. It's ass. Respectfully, it's garbage. And with that in mind, for both the racing category and the family game category, it's going to be Sonic Racing Crossroads and Mario Kart World. Those are the only two contenders. Those are the only two options, legitimately, straight up. You could argue Split Fiction. If Split Fiction wins, I can see that as they didn't want to stroke the flame wars. Because whether you like it or not, Mario Kart World is going to be a sensational game in the sense that it almost moved we're over 10 million copies deep, so it sold 10 times what Sonic Racing did. Critics not a big fan of it on average compared to Sonic Racing Crossroads. Like those games are neck and neck. I guess many people are trying to vote at once or something. That's probably the case. So with that in mind, family game and racing game, the only two options we got are Sonic and Mario. And I listen, I don't mean to give into that defeatist mindset of like, because some people look at second place as the first one to lose, but when you were constantly at the bottom of the barrel, that's the case for triumph. You know, that's the case for triumph. That's showcasing that you were able to climb out of the trenches. Because I don't think 10 years ago Sonic would even be in the same category. Now I've done a lot of glazing for the sports and racing category. There's no way EA Sports is winning. Let's be honest. Let's be so honest. F1, I've heard. I follow games too. I have F1 fans, not fans. Whoa, F1 friends, people who actively watch and consume F1. Right in my hometown in Vegas, they're doing the F1 race. I couldn't be bothered to give a crap. So with that in mind, in my personal opinion, for the best racing / sports game, it's Crossroads. It's straight Crossroads. I don't think it's ridiculous to say that. I think as the core racing component of Sonic Racing Crossroads, when you look at it in the sense that I can hop on and play with my friends, when I look at it in the sense that I want to hop on and I want to actively race, Sonic Racing Crossroads, the core racing component is more fun than Mario Kart World. Straight up. I don't think it's ridiculous to say that. Sonic Glaze aside, I don't think it's ridiculous to say that. I can see both categories going to Sonic Racing Crossroads, Mario Kart World, just simply because of the nature of that game, which would suck. But it's not ridiculous. I wouldn't be mad because I feel like Sonic being here is enough to be like, yo, we're here. We're back. We're back. We're back like we never left. And I don't know. I feel like for family game, that one, I'm gonna cycle back and give the DK. If the web page would function, if the web page was function, I will give it to DK because I think DK. No, actually, I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm gonna go Mario Kart for family because I feel like you can't lose taking one or the other. Because like I understand the Split Fiction guy, not Split Fiction. I think Rematch is made by the Seafood team. I'm sorry, man. You launched in a year where nobody's gonna be interested in that. If this came out in like 2019, like if this was that lineup, maybe. Another thing is I wish Kirby Air Riders came out a little bit earlier because having the big three kart racers of this year all be in this category would be. I love nonsense every now and then. I love it. A Sonic racing game being better than a Mario Kart game is a phrase I never thought I'd hear in a million years, but I feel like Sonic needs a win, damn it. And it's not ridiculous to say that. It's not. I personally, like, I'm gonna keep it 100. I've always thought that Sonic Racing Transform, the one that was on the Wii U, 3DS, yeah, 3DS, Xbox 360, that Sonic Racing game, I still hold the opinion when we compare it to base MK8s, I think Sonic Racing Transform is better than Mario Kart 8. Like base Mario Kart 8. When Deluxe got added and it added all the other tracks, I was like, okay, because I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, for better and for worse, is considered the gold standard of kart racers. You know, I mean, they basically double the game's lap count, or not lap count, track count. They fixed the battle mode. They fixed the core issues people have with the game. But I think Sonic being up there is like a true testament to how good Crossroads is. I have issues with Crossroads. I have not touched that game in a minute, simply because like every time I'm like in a position in my life where I want to dedicate time to playing Crossroads, I can't do it because they have like some festival going on. Not a big fan. I thought the festival things was gonna be cool leading into the game, but actually having the game out and playing the game and like touching it, not for me. Not for me. But on that note of Sonic getting robbed, we'll do this one real quick. I'm going Pete because Indie Slop, or not Indie Slop, Friend Slop. I love Friend Slop. I love Friend Slop. This right here. This is probably one of the greatest robberies. Juice WRLD, she told me to put my heart in a bag and nobody gets hurt. This is a robbery. Who is voting for DMC? 10 years ago, the Sonic franchise was fighting for survival, and now we're basically here at the Game Awards consistently since 2022, even if it's been incredibly... Exactly. I think next mainline game is gonna hit like crack, and they're gonna be back here again. And I think if Sega is really locking in like they have been based off their track record, Frontiers 2 or whatever it is definitely gonna be here. Mark my words. If it's not, I'm deleting my whole channel. I'm lying. I'm not doing that. But best adaptation. Now this one actually made me upset because where is Sonic Movie 3? Where is Sonic Movie 3? Because I understand the movie releasing that little weird window of after the Game Awards, because after the Game Awards, nobody cares about what happens in the summer, which sucks because that's my month. And that's the thing about all award shows, and that's why I've always been on the opinion that award shows need to happen at the absolute end of the year, or alternatively at the start of next year, like the Grammys, or not like the Grammys, because they cut off submissions in October. But what the fuck is up with this line of best adaptation? I assume Sonic 3 is here because it's literally because of that gap of after the Game Awards nominees close. In that gap of December, people will look at that and they'll consider an album last year or like a project last year. It didn't come out in this current recent year, which sucks because no Sonic lays aside, even though I love the Blue Blur, objectively, straight up, no bias, I would vote for him. I think it like, even if I have my issues with movie 3, you mean to tell me we got the Minecraft movie on? We got the Minecraft movie on. I swear on my left, I swear on my unborn son, if Chicken Jockey wins, if Chicken Jockey gets on stage and I gotta listen to Jack Black sing Lava Chicken, are you for real? Get that out of here. No, this is the, like, genuinely, like, unironically, I think this is probably one of the worst movies I've sat and seen in theaters. Straight up. No glaze, no nothing. That movie was trash. And so, put that to the side. Devil May Cry, Sonic, and see, being on Sonic Twitter is so funny because Sonic Twitter swears up and down that these characters have been slaughtered, taken out, back, manipulated, and abused. But then you get when a real abuser walks in the room, we got Devil May Cry. We got Devil May Cry. You want to talk about a bastardization of a franchise? That's Devil May Cry. You want to talk about characters not being in character? That's Devil May Cry. When you, like, this is the epitome of slop. This is the epitome of I only know DMC because I watch hype moments and or TikToks. Like, and you know the funny part is, I guarantee you, like, what's his name? The terrorist who made this has not touched a DMC game. You know how I can say that? You know why I have the right to say that? You know why I got the right to say that? Because I didn't beat all of them. I played enough of DMC 1 and a bit of 3 to know that whatever monstrosity this is, that's not Dante. It's not. Like, I low-key don't even want to vote, but whatever. Splinter Cell, the worst part about Splinter Cell is I found out that this was a thing because it got nominated. I've heard something about everything on here except Splinter Cell. Why? Why is it on here? Or not why? That sounds disrespectful. I just wish it would have received more praise and attention. If it's really all that, I don't know. Last of Us season 2, they should have aged. No, I'm not gonna comment on it. I never was a Last of Us shooter like that. I never really cared for the game. My one contribution to the conversation surrounding The Last of Us 2 is my PS5 that I got from my mom, because she watched the season 1 of the show, thought it was so great. She went out and she bought a PS5. She bought The Last of Us season 1 and 2, played both of them, and then realized the PS5 had no games. I kid you not. That's literally how it happened. That is literally how it happened. She got a PS5 because of The Last of Us, played the games, realized they had no replayability, and was like, I don't want this anymore. And she hasn't played video games in a long time, so that's why it's so funny to me. The Minecraft movie being on here shows everything wrong with humanity. True, but at the same time, what came out this year? What? Literally nothing came out this year besides Sonic 3, which got snubbed, and then Until Dawn is Until Dawn. I'm gonna be. I want this to win because I think Dante fans deserve nothing positive in their life. That's why we're voting for it. I vote for the slander. Now this one, come on, let's get that out the way. This is I was talking about this at work. This is the non-conversation. It's GTA 6. It is best believe GTA 6 is winning all this. Who cares about a Devil 7? I'm sick of the Insomniac formula. I've never been an RE guy. And I've never been a Witcher guy. So sorry. I know the meme is people when video games have no gun, no balls, or nothing. I'm sorry, but as someone who has played Minecraft since elementary school, I absolutely despise the movie. Story mode was way better. That's what I thought the movie was going to be like. I thought it was going to be a narrative set within the confines of Minecraft all the way through, because I always hate when video game movies or animated movies want to do that real world. We have a real world and we have our wacky, silly, fun world. I hate that. Oh my. Who is it? Who is this? Why is he here? Who knows Moist Critical from gameplays? And we got... I feel so bad for Cathedral and Sakura Miku. I think Michael. I don't know how you say that. I haven't played any Devil May Cry games. I only know it via Death Battle. That's what I used to know it as too. I remember being mad that he beat up Bayonetta back in the day. I was so mad at that. That was my awakening to being upset at Death Battle, was when Dante beat up Bayonetta. I saw him cut through that witch time, and I was like, no. Nuh-uh. I'm gonna vote Peanut Guy, because the burnt peanut, just because I think it's funnier if he wins than Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat, like, he's not a gamer to me. How did I reach the edge? Kai Cenat is not a gamer to me, and I don't think that's a hot take. He has done gaming marathons. I don't think it was this year, but if it was a year he did the Elden Ring stream, the marathon, I would have been like, hey, that would have been like my favorite event. Or the year he did the Red Dead 2 one and they had like the bar fight, I would have given it to Kai off that. But Mafiathon 3, like, if he's a streamer guy, he's a Just Chatter. And I know Moist Critical mostly plays like games when he streams. I don't really watch his streams. I just don't think I don't think there's a world where I'm voting Moist Critical. So you walk up, yeah guys, I just won a game award and I just shake the stinky smell swart off of Jeff Keighley's finger knuckles and everything was so sensational. It was awe shocking being there, knowing the corporate schmucks at EA. Like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Who voted for Splinter Cell? I didn't even know it came out. I didn't even know it came out until like looking through the nominees. This website sucks, so we got to reload it like 80 billion times, unfortunately. While we're waiting though, chat, tell me what y'all played this year. Chat, tell me what y'all played this year. Tell me, don't like, I don't care if it came out this year. I don't care if it came out in the 90s. Of games you played and you beat this year, chat. Tell me the ones you enjoyed. Tell me what you played this year. This year, I got to re-experience Sonic Unleashed. I'm so happy I never finished that Sonic Unleashed video because holy hell. Replaying that game completely swapped everything up. Funny how Death Battle recently did an episode with Dante v Clive, and the next episode is Ash versus Yugi. I'm excited but scared for that. Ash versus Yugi is low-key crazy because I want Ash to win so bad. I just want him to pull up and just deck Yugi in his face, but I'm not too familiar with the exact rules because that matchup is fun because you have to account for how are Yugi's cards going to interact with Ash's Pokemon. You know, seeing what does Trick Room do against Dark Magician? That is so interesting to me, and I'm really excited to see how it plays out. I think Dante getting clapped by Clive is actually valid because when you understand Death Battle's researching and understanding like how they interpret things, that's the thing about versus battles that people don't like to talk about, is a lot of it is reading comprehension and how you choose to interpret things. And people just don't like that. Let me see chat because I see y'all been typing. I am talking about show. Yeah, valid. I don't know anybody who's seen the show. Industry Plant for real. I wouldn't say Industry Plant. I would not say that because the thing is, I have to ask what other adaptations came out this year. Sonic should have been there. I feel like Sonic should have been there. But if we ignore Sonic, if we want to play the it came out last year card, what else legitimately came out? That should have been nominated. I couldn't tell you. Straight up cannot tell you. Lego Party got nominated. True. I don't know anybody. I don't know a soul who bought Lego Party. Game direction design, Split Fiction. Not that I agree with it. We just gonna yellow there. I played No More. Arcane, did you mess with No More Heroes? I've heard great things about it. I heard it's a like when you talk about No More Heroes and you look at it from like a certain perspective, people think No More Heroes is like a pretty silly game, and I feel like I'd enjoy it. It's like one of those games that I think is fun, not good. Not that I'm hating. I don't know. I could love it whenever I get around to playing it, but I have so many games like that I want to tap into. No More Heroes 3. I've heard great things about The World Ends With You. I want to play it at some point so bad. I want to eventually tap in and like give Kingdom Hearts another chance because I really okay. We'll tap back in with that conversation. I want to catch up with y'all. I played Azura's Wrath. I've beaten the first 3 parts, including the True Ending episode 18. It's both fun and frustrating. I remember as like a little kid seeing Azura's Wrath gameplay and like being so flabbergasted. He should have won a death battle, but putting that to the side, I remember being so flabbergasted at it. It was kind of crazy. Yeah. Funny game. Silly game. I don't know why chat is duplicating. I wish I could find out why, but all right, best narrative. Real talk. Because the thing about the Game Awards, people don't like to admit, is that you're not playing every game. I do YouTube stuff part time, whenever I got time for it, and I go to work and I go to college. I don't have time to play all these games on here, so we have to go for word of mouth. We have to go with things we've seen, things we've heard, and people don't want to admit that. People don't want to admit that a lot of people are gonna vote. It's like, think about it in terms of politics. I hate making this comparison. Do you think everybody who voted for Kamala Harris or everyone who voted for Donald Trump knew every single policy that they believed in, that everything they were going to do? You think they knew 110% everything? Or not even, maybe even 75% of the things? No, they didn't. They did not. They took a good chunk of people probably woke up, was like, oh, it's time to vote, and went to go vote. They looked at everything. They was like, I probably seen a TV ad or two about Kamala. I probably seen the TV ad or two about Donald Trump. And they voted off that alone. And when we take that logic into this, I'm going off things I've heard and things I've seen about this. Expedition 33 is probably going to sweep, but I'm going Silent Hill F. Silent Hill F, please, I beg of thee. I want to play you on stream. I'll play you at some point. At some point. Maybe I'll make it like a sub goal. Maybe if we can break 5K before the year ends, I'll play Silent Hill F on stream. At this point, only watch Death Battle for animation and fight. I feel like a lot of people after Ben 10 versus Hal, that was like their breaking point. for only watching Death Battle for the fights and the animation. And it's crazy because I remember early Death Battle looked so good. Like, this might be a crazy take. We getting derailed. I don't care though. This might be a crazy take. If Expedition wins Game of the Year, this is my promise to chat. If Expedition 33 wins Game of the Year, I will play it all on stream. And then we'll come to the conclusion together. But like, when I think about old Death Battle, I think this is back when Monty was working on the show. Like, this looks bad. Like now, like when you think in the main context, this looks awful, like visually. But then the fight starts. Oh my God, this looks, maybe I'm tweaking. Maybe I'm tweaking. Let me turn the audio on. Nah, the camera work, the posing. They gonna start going hand in hand, watch.
Haven't used this in a while. Still got it.
Like how fast paced the action is, using the environment. Like, it might look rough around the edges now, but like old Death Battle used to move like crazy. Not saying new Death Battle was bad, but like in my opinion, old Death Battle moved so insane. Let me get to the part. I remember as a kid, this pissed me off. Like, look, he doing this. Like, look, the camera work, the way it's swaying around Dante, his posing looks fire. The lighting sucks. The lighting and the models and the textures all suck by today's standards. But like, look, and then we have the QTE. Like, I'm sorry. Death Battle back in the day used to move so different. So different. We're way off topic, but let's go back. I've seen y'all been typing in chat. Let me peek back in. It's probably a bad time to mention this, but I have my own animation that works, like Goku versus Sonic animation. Is this Sprite Hero? Is this Sprite based or just hand drawn? Like Goku versus Sonic animation and Febe SMG. Whenever you finish that, you gotta tap in with that. You gotta tap back in. I'll pull it up on stream whenever it's finished. That sounds really cool. I love hearing people like when they got their own passions and things, they work on their own downtime. That sounds like the Pomni versus Sonic EXE sounds hilarious. I'm gonna be so honest with you. What we got? Always got good animation. I've been watching Death Battle since 2011. It's been crazy. I remember crashing out when Wally West versus Archie Sonic. This example of everything wrong with 2020. I think best early fights when used. I don't know. I do not know about that one because like let's look at early Death Battle fights. Super early Death Battle was garbage. Like way back, and this is crazy. This is crazy knowing how old Death Battle sucked when it came to sprite fights, right? And I get this is 2011, right? I understand.
Mamma mia.
Are they gonna start scrapping? Oh, is this the whole bit where they fall in the water? Boring, right? Old Death Battle sprite fights used to suck. And it's crazy because back there we had back in the day, what year is this? 2011? Come on, man, hold on. We gotta go a little bit earlier. Come on, man, look! This is moving mountains! This is what the people messed with. Let me turn this off on the vertical side, because this looks ass. Try and delete this, delete there. Maybe that's gonna stop chat doubling. But like back in 2011, come on, man. Like this was the standard. This was the upper echelon. We got great timing, great posing. Look, the shot of Mario on Luigi The way his face pulls in and it gradually drags out. Like, come on, great camera work. Now look, he looked pissed. But then boom, he kicks Luigi, he throws him in, and he goes in for the overhead. Now watch this squash and stretch. He lands back on and starts throwing fireballs at bro. This is choreography. This is absolute cinema. Come on, man. This one too, I think about this one all the time. I think about this particular fight. Where is it at? This fight right here. I think about this all the time. Like, oh, Death Battle looks like garbage to this. Look at this, crazy. Out the smoke. Boom, he hits that brother. Hold on. Now what is he gonna do? He pulls out the shotter. He pulls out the big bang. But Sonic ain't with that. Sonic ain't with that motion. So what does he do? He starts bobbing and weaving. Hits the roll. Boost off. But Mario ain't no slouch. He charging up. Sonic dodging and weaving. He climbing on the walls. He doing flips and tricks and everything. But hold on. Hold on. He's cooking. Oh, but he gotta hit him with the nuke. He gotta hit him with the double missile. It's gonna spin around. And look at this. He ore farming! He's ore farming! And then he fumbles the fucking bag. But wait, oh, look. He fumbles it. But it's why this to me is Sonic. This has been Sonic to me. This based my whole interpretation off of him. Look, he messes up. He gets hurt. But you know Sonic ain't no slouch. Look what he does. He spins up and he's back on farming. That's my king. Now, if you know ball, look, he doing the moves on him. He jabbing into him, spin kicking him. Dragged, red, clocked. No, it's all raps. But in the what? Dude, I'm telling you, that used to move mountains. That used to move mountains as a kid. People would tell me Death Battle was fire back in the day. It was not moving like this though. I have not read chat at all. I'm so sorry. Never mind, I take back my word. I'm getting nostalgia. I'm so glad I grew up with SMBZ. Today's generation would not. And true. Actually, I want to say they wouldn't understand because then we got goats like what's the one? I forgot bro's channel. Yeah, this guy, Golden. See, look. This is also sensational too. Like look at this. Everybody's here. Everybody's here.
No, not you. Hit showtime.
Like the rigging, look at this. We got the choreography's even crazier this time around. They tagging him in, they jumping him up. He charging up the Kamei wave and the backspin kicks out the impact frames. I love how it's operating in a 3D space too right now. Like, people need to understand that Sprite Sonic was moving different. If you saw Sprite Sonic and he looked like Sonic Advance Sonic, you were fighting the devil. You were fighting Goku as a farmer with a shotgun. Look at the way they moving different. I love how you can tell the hand-drawn bits right there. The implementation of the squash and stretch, the great posing. Like, let me go back. Because the thing about sprites is that when you, depending on how you smear frames right there, but depending on how you pose a sprite, it can look really awful. And Death Battle has that issue where a lot of like the sprites posing looks really bad. Let me see what y'all talking about. We supposed to be talking about the Game Awards and we ain't here talking about Sonic. Sonic RPG, fire. Motherfuckers never know the true Picanazo. Let me go back. Hold on. Dude, I haven't seen this in years.
As far back as I can remember, I've been living here on this.
Wasn't
dark
this
island,
all just in-game voice lines
always
too?
guarding the Master Emerald from anything that could harm it. I don't know why I was given this job, why it was my fate, destined to be here forever.
Y'all don't understand, man. The youth, the kids do not understand.
Who are you?
See, if this was done nowadays, this will all be AI. All the voice lines would be AI.
What the? Oh no, it's starting to happen. Without the Master Emerald's power, this whole island will fall into the ocean.
Like having to construct a whole storyline with literally nothing. With literally nothing but in-game lines. I think this guy's voice.
Catch me if you can.
Chaos control.
He can use chaos control.
That was sensational. Animation outdated, but man, exactly. As a kid, this was insane. I remember watching this like.
Stop!
Okay, no, Tails might also be voiced.
What?
Look at this, man.
What took you so long?
You know, I didn't come to save you. I came for the Chaos Emeralds.
Sensational. Sensational.
The one behind all
Sensational.
Who are you?
Don't they fuse in a Shattuck or something? Is this how this ended?
Shadow, have you lost your mind?
I could have sworn that's what ended up happening. Is that they end up fusing or something crazy. You got the water moving like he's going Super Saiyan 3. Oh, this is Nazo, no.
At last, my transformation.
I could have sworn they ended up fusing.
For the last moments of your life, you may refer to me as Perfect Nazo.
I've had enough. Who do you think you are?
Hey, come on now, don't do it, Sonic!
You're mine.
What?
Dude, people don't understand. Back in the day, Sonic and Dragon Ball would go hand in hand. The youth don't understand.
You're gonna pay for this.
I could have sworn they ended up fusing. Oh, they do, they do. Hold on, I remember. Dude, as a little kid, this had me geeking, bruh.
You actually thought you could defeat me by transforming into a monster?
You can see this man's order.
Behold the ultimate power.
There's only one way to go. Ready? Okay. Chaos control.
What was that bright light?
Dude, this was just sensational as a little kid, man. This was peak. Oh, they do fuse. I wasn't wrong. I think.
Who are you? Are you Sonic or Shadow?
Shadow.
Why does Tails look like that? Look at this dumb fox. All right, we're done with this bit. Let's finish this up. Art direction, artistic animation, da-da-da-da-da-da. Dude, this webpage sucks. This might be the worst webpage of all time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. Best score in music. I can see this one going to Claire Obscure. Let's wrap this up. I've been animated since 2018. If you're curious, Goku versus Sonic, my best. We gonna pull you up on stream. How about that? Let's go ahead. I almost accidentally banned you. I'm so sorry. let me pull you up on stream. Let's see your work, hero. Let's see this. I'm so curious. I'm so curious. Let's see this. Let's see this. Let's see this. Let's see this. I accidentally skipped ahead. Let's see this. Let's see this. Does this use any copyrighted music? Am I gonna get beamed off the platform? Stellar Halloween. Okay. Let's see this. Let's see this. Let's see this. I'm expecting great things. Did you render this in 480? Ball noetry.
Oh, great. Where am I now? All of this walking between dimensions is giving me a headache.
Omni, look behind you! It's that black creature! I like the way he faded in right here. I really do. What the fuck? Am I tweaking? Is this Angel Island in the background? I'm sorry. I'm so unfamiliar with EXE. It's been years. It's been too long. I'm gonna assume you intentionally, when you exported this, did it in 480p because it like everything about this is holy English. Like this text box, everything about this screams that early 2010 feel. That's what I love so much about this, that it brings me back to this.
Where am I now? All of this walking between dimensions is giving me a headache.
You could tell, like, you could tell. Where was I going with that? Want to play with me? Is this like, I have to ask because I'm not too familiar with the EX. Is this supposed to be 2011X or 2017X? I want to know. I feel bad because for whatever reason that dumbass Friday Night Funkin' video, the short I made of it did numbers, and so I feel like I now have to do some off-screen research about EXE protocol and things of that nature. I've been animated since 2018. If you're curious, and Goku versus Sonic is my best animation. My SMG fan art is my magnum opus so far. I'll improve animation hopefully and full-on voice acting. I'm excited for you. I'm excited. I will be there. I will be there. Matter of fact, hold on. We turn the bell on. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I will be there. Let me see this. Is Sonic Goku on here? We gotta see your origins. We gotta see the origins. We gotta see the origins. Hero versus Rex, the final fight. Let's peep game. We gotta see the before and we gotta see the current. I have to ask, because I've never done anything with sprite work on my own, and I was always curious when it comes to sprite animation. So maybe you could clear up some misconceptions and like things that I might be wrong on. But when you do the layouts of it, is it in a 3D plane or a 2D plane? Like you have the background laid out. I'm asking because I've legitimately never done anything like this, so I'm just curious. Let me see that credit work. Okay, we got that credit work. The beam at the top. Is he gonna rise up like Goku? Okay. Why'd you make him do that? I don't know who either of these people are. Why did you make him instantly trade? Now we gotta go off death battle logic. He about to get mollywopped. He about to get mollywopped. Is this gonna give me cop? No! You just saw. We're clicking off. I pray this stream don't get taken down. I pray don't get taken down. But we gonna tap in. We gonna tap in with you. 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 We gonna tap back in with you. We only been in here like an hour. Below key, all that's that portion where I was watching the old Sonic stuff. Low key made my hair hurt. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But short stream. I'm gonna try to get back into more active doing this because I remember how fun it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I gotta go do my homework and be a studious individual. But thank y'all Arcane, thank y'all Hero for popping out for your boy. Hero, whenever you get that, go ahead. I got the Twitter link in the description. Whatever socials you use, I don't care if it's a community post. Tap in when it's done. I'm gonna make that reaction. We gonna put it up on. We gonna put you on the big screen, homie. But anyways, we out of here. You have Discord. I can also see your progress. Yes, I do actually. Here, I'll type it in chat. That way you could just copy paste it. Come on, what the? At some point, I think whenever I hit 10, whenever I break 10K, whenever that happens, I wanted to make a Discord server. I feel like it's too early to do one now, especially when it's like, I feel like 10K is like the threshold of like, okay, you know what you're doing. How do I copy my Discord tag? Can I just do this? I don't know if that actually sent. It should just be AJAMU. It should just be that. Oh, it's sent. Okay, cool. Sorry for the copyright music. It's hard. No, you're fine. You're fine. I just got caught off guard because I was like, this sounds like something that will probably be claimed, so I feel like I had to go check. And hopefully it ain't, cause. But we gonna go ahead and tap out. Thank y'all for pulling up. We gonna be studious. We gonna go do our homework though. So hopefully y'all take care. Y'all stay safe. We did not finish the Game Awards voting because Jeff Keighley's website sucks. I'll probably finish it off screen, but yeah, thank y'all for coming out.